Hi guys, another video. This time a little bit something different. In my previous video, in my mailbox 004, I showed you that I received these three things here: the FNIRSI analyzer, the Sager charger, and this XIAOMI supposedly 120W charger. When I was playing with this in the previous video, I saw that this thing is fake. Yeah, and with all the tests I did, the video was almost 1.5 hours. So I had to split it and let the in my mailbox number 4 as it is, just to present you these things. And in this video, I want to go a little bit deeper on how I use or how I learned to use the FNB38, what I learned that I can do with it, and we will make a complete teardown of this one. It is a fake, yeah, but you will see how it looks. So let's continue. First, we will start with the most important thing of this video, this piece of probably crap. Yeah. I bought it because I needed a power supply that can provide at least 65 watts for this 55 by 55 heater plate, SMD heater plate. And I found this, it looked okay. I said, okay, for the $12, let's take it. And to be honest, when I connect it, it works well. It is not like that it doesn't work. This is how it looks. I show it to you in the previous video. It's a little bit open here because of course I opened it. You will see what it looks later. And this is the cable that comes with. The cable itself has somewhere, over the rainbow, a marking 6 amps, and on the other side L1. In the internet I read that the original cables have L5. But look, there is something more interesting in this cable. Let me see if I can do it better, yeah. You see the 4 pins, left and right, VCC and ground, or vice versa, and in the middle, D plus, D minus, and there is a 5th pin in the middle, an additional pin. And no, this is not something that it is broken apart. It is a dedicated pin that does something. And you have it, ooh, can you see it here? Yeah, if you check it here, yeah, that's better. On the, one moment, here you see this pin on the top. It works like that. First, when you insert the connector, first all the 4 pins make contact, and the last pin that makes contact is this one in the middle. So this pin signalizes something, probably to, I don't know what it signalizes. We will check it when I have it open, but there is something, there is a difference, as you can see here. This pin connects at the end, so probably this is something that has to do with raising the voltage up to 20 volts through a USB-A connector, because this thing here, even if it is some, even if it is, you know what I think it is? Probably they connected the CC pin, the configuration pin from here to this one, or CC1 and CC2, I don't know, just to have the negotiation of the profiles. Because here inside, it doesn't seem to be anything, yeah? There is no EMarker chip. I checked it with the FNIRSI. But the interesting thing is, if I connect this thing, wrong side, even more wrong side, no, it was the correct side, here, and to the mains, and then connect my, so let's turn it on. Yeah, you see, it negotiated 20.3 volts. So somehow it does it, but it doesn't seem to be anything near 120 watts, because if I disconnect it from here, take the FNIRSI, that I trust, connect it here, okay, it boots, this is one of the screens. Let's go to the protocol detection. And it says PD3 65 watts. So in my opinion, this is nothing more than a 65 watt power supply. Probably. But it works with this heater plate very well, because this is what I wanted more or less at the end, yeah? A 65 watt power supply. I took it because I thought, yeah, XIAOMI, and I bought many things from them. It looked very original. Yeah, okay, I know. It was my fault. And I took one with 120 watts, and at the end it is at least 65 watts. The interesting thing is that if I connect this cable that came with this fake charger with a 100 watt in Sager USB-C to USB-C, just to check what current it will draw, it can only negotiate 12.2 volts. So this is something that I don't understand. What happens okay, let's try to make a PD trigger. Yeah, it finds only 12 volts. PD10, interesting. Yeah, so, but this happens only if I use a cable, not readable, almost not readable. That's better now. This happens only if I use a cable before with an EMarker chip inside. Now I'm using a cable with an EMarker chip, without the EMarker chip, and look, it negotiated 20.2 volts. And let it heat. Of course, it breaks down because it draws more current than this cable can deliver. Let's see the current that we have. Okay, this is what we see here. This thing draws 19.4, 2.2 amps, 2.4, 2.5, but it breaks down because of the cable, of course. The drop on the cable is too high because we are at 42 watts already. And we are at 17.8 something, 17.9. So let's try it by closing it without that cable, directly connect this thing, directly connected. You see, it negotiated automatically 20 something volts. If it is correct or not, I don't know. And it stays at 19 something volts, 18. So this thing draws at least 45 watts. A very interesting situation we have here. But I know that this thing, unfortunately, cannot deliver 120 watts. This is why we will open it. Okay, let's go back. I will disconnect that thing because it's getting too warm. I don't want to burn my hands. Yeah, let's open it. Let's take that out, or no, we will do it differently. Okay, first I open that, and then I have to remove somehow the plastic. Okay, the plastic is removed. Let's open it. I have to be careful because the capacitors are, I'm sure that they are loaded, but look what I see. Look at this plaster. It's plastiline, just to make it heavier. Let's take it out. Well, this is how it looks. I don't want to touch somewhere here, because I'm quite sure that this is the capacitor that is loaded. This is how it was connected, and this is the whole heavy thing here. Is that crazy? So this is the fake 120 watt, supposedly XIAOMI original. Look at that. There is plaster inside just to make it heavy. That's it, look. This is all just to make it heavy. That's ridiculous, really. No markings, no nothing. Absolutely generic board. Yeah, ZH-VW005. That's not XIAOMI. No means. Yeah, without this plastiline that I used as a child to play, this is the heavy thing inside. This thing has absolutely no weight. The transformer is, I don't know how to show you. Look, to see the size. This is never 120 watts, not even probably 65 watts. That's 45 if it is. Yeah, it's completely. The only good thing is that the transformer looks good. The secondary here is brought out more far away. We have a very nice clearing here. The distance between is very nice, a very nice distance. This is the minimum distance here. And we have a milling additionally. From what I see, El Cheapo capacitors, really El Cheapo capacitors. This looks like a fusible resistor, this one. We have a rectifier, smoothing capacitor, inductor, smoothing capacitor for EMC. I do not know, can I see it? Not really. Yeah, I cleaned it a little bit. It's an OC9226 flyback chip. Yeah, not much to say here. It has a primary winding, a feedback winding, etc. Nothing more. And then we have a second chip here. Well, I cannot really read it. If somebody of you can read it, MT something. Probably it's a synchronous rectifier because it's on the secondary side. Then we have another chip here that it's completely not readable because it's sanded down. Yeah, that's probably the negotiation chip. Or I don't know. It's no, not readable. No, this is the negotiation chip. YC40, no, or wait. Well, I checked the labels of these ICs. I couldn't find anything in the internet. This looks to be either an OC9226 or a QC9226. That's a flyback chip. There's nothing special on that. This one is, one moment, let me tell you, it is the MT6706. MT6706. For that I didn't find anything either. This is probably, I don't know, either a MOSFET or a synchronous rectifier because it's above the heating vias here. And this is one, it is a YC40. Why is that so difficult? I need a microscope. YC40N03. Probably the negotiation chip. Doesn't look to be a power chip because under that there is nothing. There is no cooling pad, no nothing. Here's a cooling pad. So this is probably the negotiator, the synchronous rectifier, the negotiator, and I have no idea what that is, what that does. Probably it serves this additional connector here somehow, because you see here 3 connectors. Anyway, honestly, the design is good. They're using even a dedicated Y1 capacitor. That's a real one. Hey, that's an X1. Anyway, that's a security capacitor to connect the secondary ground with the primary ground for reducing or sending back the EMC, the common mode noise. The rest is okay, yeah, but it is not what it claims to be. This is the problem. Again, this is what it's called, ZH-VW005. and it's quite new made here. Yeah, I don't think I can give it back because it's already a couple of weeks. I will try to give it back. Anyway, I will put it together and let's continue. Anyway, I put it together without this plastiline here. It smells, this is the heavy part. This thing is so light without that. Anyway, I will use it, yeah, that's better here. I will use it for this, just for this heater plate. For that it's okay. When it starts, of course, it draws much more current. I don't know how cold or how warm this will stay. Anyway, it works. I will see, either I will use it or not. But for now, I don't have anything else that can deliver this power through Powerdelivery, so I will use it. Okay, let's continue with a little bit more about infos about the FNIRSI, what I found out through playing and reading. Yeah. And let's test the two other chargers. Okay, let's continue the video, otherwise it will be again so long that nobody's interested to watch it anymore. Let's take this one. I'm pretty sure that this is an original, but you know, you can never know what it is or not. I showed it last time. Let's connect it. The thing is that Powerdelivery can be detected only through USB-C or through a cable that has an EMarker chip or a chip inside that holds the profiles that the dedicated charger can deliver. So again, we will continue to connect it here. Okay, that's normal. We want to see what it is capable of. Let's do it again. USB-A. Normally, for me it's normal, PD none. It cannot be detected here. But it says QC up to 19.9 volt maximum. So it delivers. And what we see here is output USB-A. It says 20 volt, 2.25 amps. At least this is not detected here, but I wouldn't know even how to detect it with USB-A. Yeah, there is no possibility, except there was long time ago PD version 1.0 that was detected through some modulated signal over the 5 volts and the ground, but this is obsolete. Yeah, so in my opinion, this is only for QC here. Yeah, and QC is for Qualcomm. It's a quick charge protocol. But if we use the USB-C one, let me take a cable. Let's put it here. I will probably buy one analyzer, one of this part, to see if FNIRSI has one that has dedicated USB-C here to not need the cables all the time. Let's see what this thing says. Okay, here we have PD, 22 watts. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. This thing is okay, yeah. So no issues at all. This is what I wanted to show you from this, but the problem is this is 65 watts, but divided in two outputs, 40, 45, and 20. Anyway, that's an okay. This is an original ESager, yeah. Let's put that away and let's continue with this one. This is an adapter that came with a phone, original, with a Samsung phone from a friend of mine. He doesn't have the phone anymore, so he gave me the adapter. Just to check what it is capable of. And it is extremely large, written again, yeah. So what do we have? We have a lot of stuff that this thing is capable of. PPS, PD0, anyway. Let me see. Yeah, PD 5 volts, 3 amps, 15 watt, or 9 volts, 2.77 amps, 25 watts. So let's see what the thing is possible. Sorry. Yeah, again I need the cable. I have to check really for one of these. I hope FNIRSI have these testers directly, and instead of USB-A here, a model with USB-C, and you don't need all the time these cables here. So yeah, let's turn it on. Yeah, PD 30 watts. That's an original one. Just to show it to you, nothing else. Yeah. By the way, I just made a claim to Aliexpress. I opened a case, bought the fake. Let's see if I get my money back or not. If not, it is how it is. It costed $12 shipped. I will use it only with the heat, with this small hot plate, nothing else. Yeah. Anyway, let me show you a few things how to use this FNIRSI, this FNB38, to check if your USB-C cables have an EMarker chip inside. The EMarker chip should be inside every cable that could carry a power over 66 watts at least. Yeah. So this is how you can check your cables. One moment. Okay, let's go back. We are back on the trigger and detection menu. I'm using the PD EMarker, the PD EMarker menu item. Let's go inside. And now I connected to the USB part an ESager 100 watt, at least should be 100 watt here, 100 watt cable. And this one should have an EMarker chip. And this is what the FNB38 can read out of the EMarker chip. Speed is USB 3.0 for this cable, capable of. The length of the cable is maximum 1 meters, and it can carry 20 volts to maximum 5 amps. No hardware, no firmware, no nothing. It reads this information through the CC2 pin. This is the configuration pin of the USB. Then there is some header, certificate start 0, product 0, cable 1. Okay. This is a 1 meter cable. Let's take another one. So this is the Tuki 2-meter cable that has this indicator here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it has a small display, and again it reads it, and it can go from here. We can see that it is capable only of USB 2.0 according to this EMarker chip that is inside. The maximum length is 2 meters and again support 20 volts at 5 amps, so 100 watt, and this is exactly the specification of this cable, 100 watts. And again, we have here just generic stuff. And this time it reads from the CC1 configuration pin. This depends on what side I put the, I connect the USB-C connector. I took this side, of course, for you to see this display here. So what will happen if I go out and I say I want to make a PD trigger? Will it do anything? Okay, because nothing is connected. Anyway, let's go again to the marker, EMarker. This is a really nice piece of kit, this FNB, this FNIRSI 38. I have to check if the bigger brother, the 58, is capable of more. And if, again, there is a version where the primary connector, USB connector, is a USB-C and not a USB-A. Okay, let's take another cable. Again, let's go a little bit back. That's the last cable, one of the last cables. That's an EMarker again, and it is a 2 meter. Okay, again we see that we can use the speed of USB. It has a specification for USB 3.0, USB 3, but look what it says. They are cheating here. Or at least I trust the FNIRSI here that they can read it correctly, because the previous cable was 2 meter. And here it says, even that this cable is a 2 meter one, it says 1 meter. The rest is again 100 watt, that's okay. And again, generic infos here, nothing else. So let's check now one without a chip. Let's go back again. Let me find one here. By the way, guys, if you like my videos, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. Here's my thumb, yeah. Subscribe to my channel, it's free. You help me a lot, you help me more than you think. Press the notification button so you get more informations when I upload new videos. Yeah, and probably in the community page I will put more infos about what happened with Aliexpress, if I got my money back, and if I found any data sheets about the chips that I showed you, because in a quick search that I made, I didn't find absolute nothing. This happens very rare when I search something. Anyway, let's use the cable that is without a chip. You see, nothing happens. This cable here is capable of less at least 60 watts, or 60 or 66 watts. So that doesn't need mandatory one of these chips, and it doesn't have any chip. Even that is quite thick, it can do the 3 amps, 60 watts, and that's it. Yeah, what else do I show you? So, and the last thing I want to show you is, because we know here that this is a QC3 quick charge, Qualcomm quick charge, capable of 45 watts. That's the A connector from EMarker, yeah. And it can go up to 20 volts. So with the FNIRSI, you can trigger this mode 2, QC3. Let's do it. And it defaults to 5 volts. And you can have increments up to plus minus 200 millivolts. And we can start to go up. Bear with me, we're soon finished, we're soon there. Almost 19 volts, not really. We have it. Okay, I'm pressing the plus sign. If you go to minus, we go down again. Yeah, that means that this device is capable of a lot, and honestly, I didn't even scratch the surface. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching. I hope this video is not too long again. Stay safe, my friends, and see you next time. Cheers.